So you're in the gym, but still every single day you feel exhausted. I'm going to explain exactly why that's happening and exactly how to fix it in this video. My name is Kieran Ingram and I help people take back control of their body, their mind and performance through our Extra Mile method. I'll show people how to remove the chaos that is in everyday life, reduce stress and actually control their nervous system, which in turn enhances their physique, their mindset and their performance. So before we kick on this video, what to do is scroll below, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be kept up to date with what's happening in my life, and above all what's happening inside of the Extra Mile. Now, to get tore right into this, there is a serious issue that is going on in the world right now. And that is so many people are just doing everything. And it's just leaving them in a state of frantic behaviours, overwhelming feelings, and generally not in a happy spot. Now, there's a lot of people that will be watching this. And you'll be sitting saying to yourself, but I train, man. And like, as that is well and good, right? Ask yourself, is anything changing? Or are you just sitting there absolutely shattered, exhausted, fried all the time? And the answer is probably yes, because what I notice in a lot of people, and a lot of people that I've worked with, that in order to improve they need to do more. And that's not the case. Because let's break this down now, right? So at the moment, you are trying to get in shape, you're trying to think better, you're trying to eat better, you're trying to feel better, but you're working 40, 50 plus hours a week. You've got responsibilities back at home. You're maybe getting only 5 hours sleep. You are constantly using vices such as scrolling your phone, drinking, drugs, porn, shopping, whatever it may be. So your whole system's out of whack. You're just feeling fried all the time. And then on top of that, you want to chuck 6 to 7 hours of training, which 9 times out of 10 is sporadic. Or even on that, is at 4 in the morning, or is done at the end of a very brutally long day. What you need to understand is on paper, yeah, that sounds good. On paper, you're being the hero. On paper, you're doing what needs to be done. But the reality is, you're getting through every single day by taking 4 coffees, 3 cans of Monster, whatever it may be. And then you're crashing. You're consuming absolute nonsense as food, and you're just completely out of whack. And then because of the way society is, you're told that you need to do more. You're told that you need to do this. You're told that in order to feel better, you need to go through pain. Not necessarily. And this is something that needs to change. This is something that I'm on a mission to change. In order to take back control, in order to reset your nervous system, in order to see progress, you need to take a step back. You need to allow yourself to breathe, and you need to allow yourself to do less. And this is where people, they take this with a pinch of salt and they run with it. And it's like, my guy said do less, so I'm going to just put my feet up and do nothing. And it's like, no man. But what you need to look at is you still need to train, you still need to eat well, you still need to work on yourself, you still need to be that person. But it needs to be of a higher quality, and that does definitely mean doing less of it, because if you're just chucking volume on top of volume, no wonder you're absolutely fried. Now, another angle to look at this is, a lot of people instantly go, I just need to get back to training. Ask yourself, how many times have you got back to training, but nothing's actually changed? It's just stayed the same. You still wake up fucked. You still wake up in the gutter. You still feel overwhelmed. You still can't handle pressure. Maybe you need to take a step back and understand that it's not just training that needs fixed. It's actually what's happening inside of your head. It's actually your relationship with yourself, with the people around you, with stress, with nutrition, with vices that need to be worked upon. And again, if your nervous system is absolutely cooked, you're not going to be able to work on that. You're always going to revert back the way, because your body and your mind is in survival mode, and you need to break survival mode. But you'll be sitting here going, what do I do? How do I actually make that happen? So here's ways to actually fix this and start making progress, and again, start feeling back in control of your body, your mind and your performance. So again, we touched on it, do less to do more. This is where quality needs to be driven, right? That yes, under some circumstances, people are getting up at 4 in the morning, training at 5, doing what needs to be done for them, right? That's cool. But if you're always stressed, you're always angry, you're never really changing, then you do not need to be doing that every single morning. You need to allow yourself to actually get 7 to 9 hours sleep. That should be priority number one. Do that consistently. Go to bed at the same time. And trust me, you're going to notice your energy going back up. You're going to be feeling a lot better, man. And then as well, probably the thing that you're watching this video on, you need to drop it. You need to put it in the bin. Not physically, right? But you need to create boundaries with your phone, with how much scrolling and social media and information you are consuming. Because all it's doing is triggering your brain. All it's doing is giving you a fast spike in dopamine. At the end of the day, man, if you get a fast spike in dopamine, there's always a trade-off. And that dip is always big. And that's why you feel lousy. And that is why the energy feels tanked. You can't focus. You think you've got ADHD. But in reality, you're probably just a dopamine junkie, which is cool. The majority of the population is. It's up to you to change it. So you need to think about that, man. When's the last time that you actually put your phone down 90 minutes before bed? If you struggle with that, put it in a different room. Delete Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it is, off of your phone. And see how quickly your energy changes. So a quick recap there, right? Focus on your sleeping, 7 to 9 hours. Before anything, man. Before anything. Then, second, get your phone away. Create boundaries with it. Okay? And then see, third of all, I want you to actually look at your diet. A lot of people say that the metabolism is off, or they can consume what they want and it'll be fine. It's not. You need to get into a rhythm of it. And what I believe in is making sure that you're getting a good breakfast on board, fueling the day, a good lunch and a good dinner. Some people will argue that. Some people will promote fasting. Cool, man. That's you. But this is what I believe in. And if you can actually get into a routine of that, your energy will double. And it needs to be of a high quality. It doesn't need to be anything mental, man. Keep it simple. Like, you're looking at your food: eggs, steak, chicken, fruit, veg, carb sources like potatoes, rice, some sourdough. Keep it nice and simple, man. Doesn't need to be anything mental. When you start hitting that, again, the energy will go up. And then the main point of this video, if you are always fried, if you are always tired, angry, not really making any progress, I want you to immediately drop your training down to 3 sessions a week. 3 full body sessions. That's it. Focus on compound lifts, some accessory work in there. You don't need to do anything else. For the time being anyway, when you actually start to get a grip of your nervous system again, you create a bit more stability. You notice that you're not always angry. You notice that you're not always fatigued. You're not always getting to a Friday and going, oh, I need a pint. Then you can look at increasing this. We live in a world where people are normalising double, triple training days. And yeah, there's a time and a place for that depending on what you're working towards. But you're still watching this video because you are absolutely cooked. You don't need to worry about that, man. You need to worry about feeling good, being in control and not turning to vices at every opportunity. So that's the 4 things that I want you to really focus on after this video. And trust me, that will fix how you're feeling right now. And you'll go from this person who is always cooked, not really doing anything, just kind of living, surviving, to this person who is in control and is thriving and feeling fucking good. And trust me, man, go away from just, I want to achieve this thing, to I want to feel a certain way. And you'll make the changes. And as well, you can see from our client here, Neil. I've worked with Neil for over a year. He's over 100 pounds down. And as you can see, the transformation, it speaks for himself. But when Neil first joined, Neil was similar, man. He was working a lot, had a lot of pressures, had a lot of stress. Life took over, which happens, but he noticed it. And we got him to slow down. And then, yeah, we got him to go and build it back up again. He's currently training for a marathon. But when he first started, that was never the focus. He had to create stability. He had to sort the nervous system out. And that's what's allowed him to get to the point that he's at now. So again, what I want you to really, really think about is slow down to then go faster. Do less to do more. Not these hero weeks where you're doing everything and anything that's just leading you to 3 weeks of okay and 1 week of terrible, which can lead into 2 months of doing absolutely nothing. So I want you to go away and implement this. Really think about slowing down. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to listen to what you actually need, and you'll see a big change. Now, if this video has landed, anything's clicking, you even want to ask me any questions, head to my Instagram, at Extra Mile Coaching. And if you want to find out more of what we actually do inside of the Extra Mile, click the link below. You'll see a quick video breaking down exactly what I do and how I change people's lives. And as always, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe.